Good Indians and Bad Indians. Dr. Nazir Gilani. The culture of a collective leadership in Kashmir is 80 years old. It does appear to be either at best an encouraging sign of a democratic debate for better results, or at worst is a characteristic embedded in our nature to mistrust each other. The first model of a collective leadership in Kashmir dates back to June 21, 1931, and the present model dates back to July 31, 1993. The latter model had the working history of first model at its disposal and could have made the experiment a success. One does, however, note a fundamental difference between the two collective leaderships. The first one introduced itself at a public meeting at Kanka-i-Molla in June 1931, while as the second one failed to refer itself to the general public in July 1993. It is unfortunate to note that the present collective model ever since its beginning has been waylaid and is wandering in a political wilderness. It has lost its course and does not have any control on its political compass. It has been lucky to have had a very confident liftoff, but very unlucky to keep itself, its people together, bound in a trust. Our leaders, even at this point having lost a generation and witnessing the loss of honor and dignity, don't have a homegrown agenda to execute. Leaders sitting in the two camps of the fractured alliance and others vainly trying to remain in close proximity or at a distance from the alliance, all seem to have failed to select the political grammar that is required to follow while they need to address the cause of the people, in reference to India, Pakistan and the international community. One finds that Kashmiri leadership does not have a holistic approach and its political compass is programmed outside Kashmir. There is no harm in putting faith in Pakistan as party to the dispute and as a member nation of UN. But there is a problem with the manner in which our leaders have used their political wisdom in this regard. Kashmiri leaders either don't have the fuller understanding or lack in character to free themselves from the control of Pakistani establishment and ensure that the people of Pakistan are convinced about the just cause of the people of Kashmir. The people of Pakistan in turn could force their government to discharge its obligations as a party to the dispute and as a member nation of UN. As a party to the dispute, Pakistan has a political feud with India and the people of Kashmir have no role in the intensity of their common sovereign interests in Kashmir. The people of Kashmir need to join the people of Pakistan and is a forced demand that the government of Pakistan has to position itself as a member nation of UN to support the right of self-determination for the people of Kashmir. This understanding of the jurisprudence may annoy elements in the establishment, but it does not make any Kashmiri leader anti-Pakistan. At this point it seems that Kashmiri leaders have either for lack of a reliable understanding of their case or for some other reasons taken a position that makes them look like playing a second fiddle in the bilateral dispute between India and Pakistan. Their role from July 1993 has brought no credit to the cause of Kashmir, and as a general impression they are regarded as an extension of the interests of the Pakistani establishment. There is a general grievance of the common Pakistani against the deep state culture administered secretly by the establishment and the role played by the Kashmiri leadership under direct or indirect guidance of the establishment does not go well in favor of rights movement in Pakistan and at the international level. The over and unnecessary dependence of Kashmiri leadership on the establishment has anesthetized it and has immobilized the strengths of its collective strengths. It has gone bankrupt in its trust and at the same time is barren in its political phrase. One sees that our leaders don't have a substantive agenda of their own and they are left to react to an event or with an unfortunate tendency to exploit a situation against the other. Since they have given up on their constitutional discipline, they don't have any political direction. A running away from their constitution and a temporary disconnect with the establishment has made them jittery ostriches. There are no good Indians and bad Indians when they set their foot on the soil in Srinagar. They are citizens of the Republic of India, or in some cases represent the government of India as the citizens of the Republic of India. India is a party to the Kashmir dispute and, like Pakistan, India is also a member nation of the UN. Therefore, it is a political immaturity to accredit one group of Indians as good and another group of Indians as bad, as has happened in the case of Kashmir Committee led by eminent lawyer and Bharatiya Janata Party, BJP, leader Ram Jethmalani and the team of interlocutors led by eminent journalist Dilip Padgaonkar. Kashmiri leaders should position themselves in the interests of their case, and at this point there is no clarity in regard to the unresolved question of self-determination. our leaders have not made any effort to have a debate within their political structures and put the ultimate before the people of Kashmir as to whether they still believe that they have a right as equal people to self-determination or would like to roll on as robots with the continued somersaults, engineered by the establishment, on the question of rights movement. In either case, Kashmiri leaders should not let go the favor of any constituency in India. It has been a serious mistake to differentiate between the two constituencies represented by Ram Jethmalani and Dilip Padgaonkar. There is a huge mass of unfolding evidence in Pakistan that there is a deep state within a state and the common man has yet to participate in the governance of the state. Military establishment in Pakistan does not seem prepared to give up the colonial bent of mind and cascade to the level of common citizen in making Pakistan a place where the authority would be exercised by the people of Pakistan within the limits prescribed by Allah as a sacred trust. Establishment either serves America as a rule or remains obedient as a compulsion to the hand that holds the purse. It would not hesitate to pack lock, stock, and barrel the civil government elected by the people of Pakistan and would not hesitate to arrest and imprison the Chief Justice and judges of the highest judiciary. Establishment in Pakistan has not only continued to betray its own people, it flouts its own oath and has betrayed youth all around the world who were rounded up to fight against communist Russia. American drones are able to hit their targets and kill innocent people, only when they are provided intelligence from the ground by the establishment. Prime Minister Vajpayee has been proved right when he said that Pakistan was a lead example of a nation that is ever ready to take U-turns. In fact, it is not Pakistan but the establishment in Pakistan which contracts out itself to the Lucifer. Its shady and unreliable role is exposed every day in national, international newspapers and WikiLeaks exposures. The common man has yet to know who really governs Pakistan and is uncertain about his future and the future of his children. Kashmiri leaders can't hang on for long to their willing or forced relationship with the establishment and continue to play a second fiddle at the cost of life, liberty, honor and dignity of the people. They have to revisit the substantive merits of their political agenda and shall have to take it to their people for re-examination and endorsement. It is not only the private and public person of a politician but all properties and assets of a leader post-1990 are a subject of public interest. If the community in general has suffered the loss in the last 23 years, the evidence of a leader having made a gain is disturbing and constitutes a crime. It would not be long before the establishment would alert the WikiLeaks and Kashmiri leaks. A common Kashmiri and conscientious people in other disciplines of life have a duty to intervene in their own interest and in the interests of our children and their children. Author is London-based Secretary-General of JKCHR, NGO in special consultative status with the United Nations and can be mailed at dr-nazirgilani@jkchr.com.